In 1139, Malachy made a pilgrimage to Rome to visit the Pope. While ascending one of the city's fabled 7 hills, he was struck by a revelation from God.
And the story goes that he fell into a trance all that night. He would mention these Latin phrases: De meditate lunae, flos florum, pastor et nautua, de laboris solis.
Each one of these Latin phrases would match up to the reign of a particular pope. And in that vision, he saw 112 popes up until the tribulation time, till the end.
Malachy didn't just predict the number of popes before the end of the world, he also predicted who they would be with startling precision.
Benedict XV, who's called by Malachy Religio Depopulata.
And scholars say that 200 million left the Russian Orthodox Church to join the Communist Party.
Religion depopulated. After him comes the papal giant, John Paul II, who is called De laboris solis, which means the sun's labor through eclipse. He was born in 1920 on a total eclipse.
Then when he died, he was actually buried during a solar eclipse as well.
Benedict XVI.
Number 111, the final numbered motto, and that is De Gloria Olivae, the glory of the olive, or from the glory of the olive. There is a group of Benedictines called the Olivetans. Their symbol is the olive branch.
The glory of the olive would be the highest ranking among them, and there he is. We thought, Malachy's correct again, and now there's only one more pope in the line.
Malachy named this final pope Petrus Romanus, Peter the Roman.
The prophecy for the 112th pope is, in the extreme persecution of the Holy Roman Church, there will sit Peter the Roman, who will nourish the sheep during many tribulations. And when they are finished, the city of 7 hills will be destroyed, and the dreadful judge will judge his people. The end. Now that's quite an ending, and it seems to intersect with biblical prophecy. The Malachy prophecy matches the book of Revelation in chapter 17 with the city of 7 hills being judged. That's true. Then during the next pope's reign, we will see the tribulation period predicted by the Bible.
The New Testament's book of Revelation speaks of an end-time tribulation period in which humanity will suffer 7 years of terrible judgment. The first half of the tribulation promises the infamous 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, who will bring the Antichrist, famine, plague, and war.
In the last 3.5 years of the tribulation period, it culminates with these planetary earthquakes that literally change the topography of planet Earth. Entire continents are moved. Cities are rearranged. The West Coast could very possibly disappear, be submerged underwater. So this is the level of judgment in the bowl judgments. Total cataclysm.
The events of the 7 bowls of wrath bear an eerie similarity to Edgar Cayce's prophecy of the earth changes.
The visions of Edgar Cayce are for just a radical reordering of our geography. California is basically going to break off into the ocean and be gone.
He said you would have 1,000-mile-an-hour tidal waves that are 1,000 feet high, at least. The West Coast would go all the way into Nebraska.
The Gulf of Mexico is going to move inland quite a ways.
He also saw new land rising off the East Coast.
Florida will be underwater. The areas of Georgia and some areas, even Japan, would nearly all sink into the ocean, as would a lot of South Pacific region.
But if Cayce's prophecy comes true, it promises something much more troublesome. A full pole reversal, in which the North and South poles actually switch place.
Nothing is going to be standing. Any structure we see today, buildings, roads, any of that would be just completely destroyed. Civilization as we know it will be finished.